Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about Israel's elections on Tuesday. What in the world is the United States media reporting? They're reporting false information to you and I, the American people. So let me give you the FYI on what happened in Israel in their national elections for the prime ministership. First of all, the media seems to be reporting here in the United States that Benjamin Netanyahu lost the election. That's not the way things work in Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu did not lose the election, and Benny Gantz of the Blue and White Party did not win the election. The way things work in Israel is like this. There's 120 seats in Israel's parliament, or what Israel calls their Knesset. 120 seats. Now, in the elections on Tuesday, the Blue and White Party, headed by Benny Gantz, former commander in the Israeli Defense Forces, won 33 seats. He won 33 seats in the Knesset for his party, the Blue and White. For a while there, it was being reported that Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister and the leader of the Likud party, won 33 seats. Now, the latest report I read is that he won 31 seats. Now, remember, Israel and their Knesset has 120 seats. So that means that Benny Gantz, who got 33 seats for the Blue and White Party, which, is not quite as conservative as the Likud party, and Benjamin Netanyahu, who's been, I think, a fabulous leader there in Israel, 131. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the deal. Both of them, Gantz and Netanyahu, they have to pull together a coalition of the other parties in Israel so that one of them has the majority coalition ruling party. So if Netanyahu is able to bring together a few additional parties to join the Likud party, he will have a ruling majority coalition whereby he will remain the prime minister of the state of Israel. If Benny Gantz, on the other hand, is able to pull together enough parties so that he has a majority of the 120 Knesset seats available, then his party will rule. But this is what I read today, that Netanyahu is the only person capable of forming a government because Gantz doesn't have the ability to pull together these other parties to win a coalition of groups to be the ruling party. So as of today, it looks like, from everything I understand about what's going on in Israel, that Benjamin Netanyahu will remain the prime minister of the state of Israel. Why is that important to you? Why is that important to you as an American? Because when you have a strong leader like Benjamin Netanyahu that can pull other political parties in Israel together to work with the Likud party and have the majority of seats in the Knesset, that means for you and I that there's a strong Israel. And right now, more than anything else, we need a very strong Israel. An Israel that's so strong that can continue to provide the kind of support militarily and in terms of intelligence in the war against Islamic terrorism and with respect to Iran and with respect to the growing threat that Turkey is becoming in the Middle East. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if you heard about it, but Turkey has threatened Greece, threatened to take over all of the island of Cyprus just recently if Erdogan, the leader of Turkey, doesn't get what he wants from the island of Cyprus. So again, there's a lot going on with Iran, a lot going on with Turkey that has really become an Islamist state in cahoots with Islamic terrorist groups, and is not a friend to the United States and is not wanting to cooperate with the United States military on the war on Islamic terrorism. So we need a very strong Israel, working with a very strong Israel thanks to President Trump rebuilding the U.S. military. This is imperative to Western strength, the Western world strength in the war against Islamic terrorism, and with respect to the fact that proxy armies are still fighting the United States of America in the Middle East and in Africa. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's look forward to hearing that Benjamin Netanyahu has pulled together a ruling coalition of a majority of the Knesset seats and is ready to move forward again as Prime Minister of the State of Israel. And by the way, I hope all of you will come join me at Frugatti's restaurant, my favorite Italian restaurant. Let's play that commercial.
I want to tell you about a place I love to go, Frugatti's Italian Restaurant. Very few locations here provide seating outside in front of a fabulous water fountain with an atmosphere that is reminiscent to me of eating outdoors in Venice. This is real Italian food by real Italians. And what makes it even more so is owner Ralph Frugoletti, who nearly a quarter century ago brought a wood fire oven from Milan, Italy to make, like his mother, fresh homemade bread and pizzas. Moreover, Frugatti's Restaurant offers you not only the very best in Southern Italian cooking, even importing the finest ingredients for authentic Italian food, including a fitness menu. After all, Ralph has represented the United States and Italy, competing in the Master Championship Games. He knows all the right food for good fitness, so check out the menu. After today's broadcast, run over to Frugatti's Italian Restaurant and Catering at 600 Coffee Road here in Bakersfield. And after a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday service, stop into Frugatti's for a great lunch. I'll see you there, and tell Mr. Ralph Frugoletti that Denise sent you. Salute. Bon appetito.
And for all of you major defense contracting companies, all of you working for major defense contractors, please contact Anatase Products. Anatase Products provides the bolts and the nuts, all the little devices that you need to set on high that satellite, that fighter aircraft, that fighter jet, whatever you need, ladies and gentlemen. If you're working for a defense contractor, you need to call and hire a former Marine Corps officer, the owner and operator of Anatase Products. And here's the number: 661 area code 822-6873. 661-822-6873. Give Scott Baker a call. Contact Anatase Products there in the hub of the aerospace industry. And I want to say one more thing before we go today about those elections in Israel. The Washington Post, a liberal newspaper in America, put out a false story, a lie in their paper, suggesting that Israel, whether it was the blue and white party under the leadership of Gantz or the Likud party under the leadership of Benjamin Netanyahu, would not invite any of the Arab parties that were elected into government to be a part of the ruling coalition. Do you know why that is? It's not because of what the Washington Post says. The Washington Post is calling the Israeli government and the people of Israel racist. Well, they're not. The reason why the Blue and White Party and the Likud Party are not going to invite any of the Arab parties to be part of the coalition government is because they do not support the existence of the State of Israel. So why would Israel's leading political parties invite people that got elected on a platform that calls for the destruction of the State of Israel and the death of Jewish men, women, and children? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Denise Gary Show, and have a great weekend.